Peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another episode through Knowledge Radio, place where knowledge is born. This is your host, Knowledge Born Alive. We here on the Black Business Spotlight to give a spotlight where the spotlight is truly due. We have a multi-talented, multifaceted, multi-layered child of God here. Okay, we got a mama. We have an I don't even know if author is still the word to describe this author right here. You understand what I'm saying? Like this divine vessel of inspiration on a multitude of levels. So I'm gonna just say, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and privilege at this time to introduce and present to others and welcome here to Dubnon's Radio, Black Business Spotlight, the amazing and incredibly talented, inspiring, and motivational Genisha Morton to the show. How you feeling?
Oh, stop. But
I am definitely excited to have you here. I was going through my timeline and I saw your work and that you had a celebration coming up this weekend. I was like, let me see if I can get this amazing, multi-talented, super genius on the platform so we can give her some of this spotlight.
well, I'm greatly appreciative for the opportunity. Um, I'm looking forward to celebrating this weekend myself. I never thought I would be in a position like this. So it is exciting and amazing what God will do with you when you just don't fight and do what He says.
So, how did you get started? What out of everything that you could be doing in the world, what made you want to begin this journey and this pathway of writing?
It actually started back in 2011, when I decided to write a dream that I had into a book. And at that time, my best friend and I were on the phone talking about the book, and she had given me a name for um, the character, one of the main characters. And Imani's original name, I'm gonna see if I can pronounce this, was Nebuchadnezzar or something like that. I didn't know how to spell it, so eventually I got the name Imani when I did the second rewrite. Um, and it was fun at first, and then things got a little bit hard. The story got harder to tell. So I didn't really do a good publishing job the first time around. And it was 2018 when I met my now coach and mentor. And I thought, I'm just going to help her with this one little issue she was having with Amazon. And that was going to be it. And it turned into something greater than I could ever imagine. But because of her, I not only finished the first book, but I finished the trilogy along with, as you can see, many others. Um, and because she encourages you, she does not give up. If you say you're going to do something, you're stuck with it until it's done. So I didn't have a way to walk away this time.
That's amazing. So, what kind of space did you go into? Because not only did you write books with an S, I think I need to add some more S's to to books, but to go onto so many deep levels and detail in regards to subject matter and topics. Like, what was kind of like the catalyst? Normally, if you are someone who writes, and especially books, you write in your genre, so to speak, like whatever your niche is or whatever that message is, and you kind of stay in there. Like you defied all of the odds. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, where do you go to get that kind of information, or that space within you to write from so many different angles and perspectives.
Um, you broke up the last half of that, but I mostly get my stories from the dreams that I have. I spend, I daydream a lot also. I've been doing that my whole life. I would daydream and I would imagine my world the way I would like it because my life wasn't so easy. So to get a happy place, I would just daydream what I would love for it to happen or where I would like to be so that the things that were painful didn't hurt so much when I had to come back to into reality. So I was like, okay, today was a bad day, but I can go here. I read a lot also, and my one of my favorite books is the Bible. So I just would imagine what it would be like if this were where we are now, or whatever. But the majority of the stories that I've written came out of dreams that I had, and I believe it's probably someone reaching out through a dream or whatever to say, "Hey, I need help. Tell my story, please."
I think that is powerful because you can either write from your personal experience, or you can make up personages that are closely related to your life. Like you're taking something from the spirit realm and sharing it with the planet. You know, I think that is very, very powerful to be able to allow the creator to use you as a conduit to speak to the multitudes. Writing affects people on many different levels and angles, and the way that you're able to channel in and be very vivid with the pictures that you're painting. I think it's very, very, very powerful.
Thank you.
Now I heard some stuff before we got on live. Okay, I know that you alluded to you know
Mm-hmm.
your talents and your skills. So how did you go from a author to a songstress? You know what I'm saying? Like I need to know how that works. You see what I'm saying? I need to know a little
Well,
bit about
I,
that.
before I could talk, according to my dad, I sang first and then I talked. So I
Okay.
I can remember I've always um, I usually get my songs because I also write my own songs. I get them after I've had a hardship or I've gone through something. And I recently got a song and I'm working with someone I admire very much on that song. So I usually get one after I've gone through something. But I've been singing since I can remember. I even have baby pictures with me and a microphone. The microphone has always been my friend.
That's wonderful. Very, very talented, very gifted on many levels. So I see you also a teacher. So how do you do? Like I want to know, like how did you? Because you got a lot of stuff going on. So it's like, how did you do all of this in the day? Like
I'm
Superwoman for real, or you?
a certified teacher. I taught kids at home. I did study under one of, I believe, the world's greatest looked over teachers in the world. Her name is Carmelita Powell, and she taught me everything I know. And what I wanted to do was teach my sons because I didn't want the world to tell me who they were. I wanted to know them myself. And I felt like it was my job to teach them. And even before I had my own kids, I've always babysat or kept my cousins or my sisters, my brother. And it was just in me to teach them. Uh, and it was fun for me because I liked it and I liked seeing the things that I taught come to pass. And I really wish I would have thought about doing something like a baby Einstein program because I was teaching my kids when they were babies, and I never thought to market it or promote it. I just wanted them to have a greater advantage by the time they got to school. So I did try to do a daycare at one point, but it didn't work out. But I will pick it up again eventually. And my ultimate goal is to build a school for lower income families, for kids to go to school and get private school education type stuff, and not have to worry about having private school money, but they can just go to school and get what they need. I want to add a few things such as finance. By the time you get to probably middle school now, you need to know how to manage your money or whatever. But I want them to be well equipped to not only go to college when they graduate, but if they decide not to go to college, how to manage their money and uh, how to make it on their own. So if they get a job, how to have their own apartment, house, living space, and not be broke. Are we good? Because that was weird.
I had to switch because the reception was bad. So can you
Oh,
hear
okay.
me better now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely don't want nothing to get lost in translation. So I had to make a little pivot in mid interview, but I was right here. And I love
Understood.
the idea. And the idea is sorely needed, especially now more than ever and going forward, because people need a place to feel safe, to feel loved, to feel protected, to feel, you know, the way where they can grow into themselves organically, and for whatever range and space that is for them. Because many of the things that we held true are now not so true anymore. They're like optional. You see what I'm saying? So things like manhood, things like womanhood, in preparation, you go through developmental stages for a reason. And when you're in a society where these things are now optional, you know, the children are no longer telling the world who they are and where they come from. These cultural encroachments are telling them who they are and where they come from. So I
Right.
think that idea is very, very needed. Um, and however
Yeah.
I can help them, let me
For
know.
them
I
to
know a few
vision.
people.
Yeah. I want my kids to have a vision when they graduate to see where they want to go and not graduate saying, I don't know what I want to do or I have no clue what I want to be. And I believe that will help. Um, And I did the best I could with my kids to give them the space to have a vision. Like, I didn't want them to think they had to be someone's employee. I wanted them to feel like they could have their own business and have employees. So look out for them because they are amazing.
And you have boys, correct?
All boys. Uh huh.
How old are they? If you don't mind me asking.
My twins are 23 and they have a 19-year-old brother. And I have a
Mm,
nephew who is also my kid and he is 21 in a few days. Huh, I'm good. He's 21. He'll be 21 in a few days.
that's a
Wow.
miracle. That is a miracle. Definitely proud. So, how do they push you in the way that you're supposed to go in regards to what you do and what you offer the world?
Oh, ask that question one more time. I missed some of it.
I
If
said, how do your sons? How do they push you and motivate you in the way that you need to go uh, for your mission in life?
oh, uh, they remind me of the stuff that I taught them, and one example is my youngest son would say, you always taught us to be positive and to look at for a positive outcome, and you can do this. Or one of the twins, or either both of them, would say, they were really excited and they really believe in what I'm doing, and that I am able to do more than what I thought. They would just take my words and bring them back to me, and it's encouraging. And now we're like, okay, now you're using what I say against me, so now you heard me. Okay, when you think they're not listening, they are. So don't underestimate the power of what you're teaching your kids, because they bring it all back. And I was like, y'all are a little bit too comfortable with all this advice you're giving me. But I appreciate it, and I'm glad they're honest. So sorry about that. I did not know my phone was going to ring, especially since I never
Like,
pressed
good.
that.
No problem. So, what about the celebration this week? This weekend coming up. Can you tell
This
us about it?
weekend, I am I am celebrating being an author for 2 years. So I am launching the new books that I have coming out, and they will be showcased there. So people will be able to order whichever book they like, and I will sign it. When you register, it comes with two books of your choice, and everyone who registers will also get. My goal is to get them a gift card to Chick-fil-A or somewhere like that. I'm still working on those details. Uh, that hasn't been completely worked out yet, but there will be some kind of a lunch card in there along with the books to say thank you for registering, thank you for celebrating with me. They will hear the full story of how everything got started. They will probably even get to meet the person who is uh, teaching me everything I know. And there'll be quizzes or prizes or giveaways. So I'll ask questions, and if they get whoever gets the right answer, of course, wins, and there'll be prizes to those people as well. And I love music, so there will be music playing in the background. I'm thinking about trying to do a virtual dance contest. I don't know how to work that out just yet, but I grew up. We always had a dance contest. My dad would have be like, "I'll give $1 to whoever win the dance contest," and we would just dance our hearts out.
Right?
So I want to kind of implement that, and if I don't figure it out for this one, definitely next year there will be a dance contest uh, at the book launch. So I am excited about that.
That's what's up. I mean, if you have a place to, stream, then you can make it happen like that. If you just got a
I
connection.
at my coach's bookstore, so I'm streaming live from there.
Hmm.
That was the other thing I forgot to mention. Once you register, I will send you the Zoom link for you to sign up. That Zoom link is for you and you alone, so do not share it with anyone else because they have to register for themselves. Please and thank you. And yeah, I will be at an amazing bookstore uh, launching streaming from there. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. I am actually really goofy. I'm a little goofy, or a lot of goofy. It depends on your
That's
measurement
what's up.
of
That's what's up.
goofiness.
Hey, Shout out to the goose. I'm a goof. I'm telling you. I'm the life of the party. I can't just be sitting down and everybody looking. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I get up and start dancing. Ain't no music on. It don't matter. All right, let's go. Okay. All right. Hey, hey. Just start dancing
So
right now. Like, hey, forget it. Okay.
it's the goal is for it to be fun to introduce myself to my readers and let them ask questions. I will have a question and answer session where they can ask me almost anything, and I will answer their questions so they can connect with me that way.
So if you want to stream the dance contest, I mean, you could do it here also. So that way
Cool.
you got it. Just let me know
I
um,
will.
when and what you want to do, and I got your back. All right.
Cool. It'll be awesome. I'm just excited. I have gotten so many opportunities that I never expected. I will mention my coach's name on here only because she is awesome. Her name is Tammy Terrell Polk, and if you haven't been poked, then you need to be, because she really sticks with you and makes sure that you keep your promise to yourself and you show up for you. If don't nobody else shows up, then you show up for yourself. So I love God for introducing us and placing her in my life like that because I don't know if I would be doing what I'm doing right now if I hadn't met her. Um, so I am just thoroughly excited and I can't wait to see what happens next or what comes up next. I have events coming up next year too. Um, I did. I have an ongoing suicide awareness event to encourage people to choose a different option. Um, that happens in September of every year. And the first one was last year in September. And so the next one will be called Keep Moving Forward. So I will be announcing that one. It'll be in person and live. Um, and those events will always be free. I'm not going to charge for those. And then I have a couple of other things coming up next year. I'm just excited. I can't believe I'm really doing stuff like this. It's cool.
And this event is in Georgia, or is that Georgia?
Um, I don't know. I found a spot that I liked in Georgia, but I may have it here in Tennessee. Um, to me, I just know Georgia better, so it's like a habit to try and look there first. And then I'm thinking of rotating it from one place to another. So I may start off in Georgia or in Tennessee and then go to South Carolina, North Carolina, and then go to New York or whatever. Just transfer it from place to place so that everybody can have an at home visit type thing.
Right. So this event that
But
you're
I'm
having this weekend is in Tennessee or Georgia?
next year I'm aiming for Georgia. So but that won't be till September the 4th, I believe.
Okay. So the event this weekend that's coming up, that'll be in
Oh,
Tennessee.
this Tennessee, but it'll be virtual. It's not. I didn't do it live because I didn't know what Corona and them were doing, and apparently I haven't gone back inside yet. So I said, what I will do is make it all virtual, and then that way it'll be easier for everybody to just get their link and come in on the live that way. But the next one, hopefully, we'll be able to be around each other and say hello and give hugs or high fives or however we do it.
Okay. So last question. What do you want the reader to take away from your books? Like what's the
Breaking
message?
up again. Sorry.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, a little bit.
I was saying, what did you want the reader to take away from your books? What's your message for them?
The message is don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. If something is not happening the way it should be happening, if someone is hurting you, if someone is mistreating you, if someone is doing something, especially if it's illegal, if you're being abused, say something. If you don't like the relationship you're in, whether it's with your spouse or your family or whatever, because they don't appreciate you or you're not well received or well loved, then move. Because God will place people in your life that will care about you the way you are. You are not um, obligated to stay in a place where you're constantly being beaten or put down or rejected or not appreciated. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be treated well. You deserve to be respected. So if that's not happening, whether it's physical, mental, or whatever, move away from it. You don't have to stay in it. If you are not able to move away from it because you are a minor, ask for help because somebody will be willing to help you. And don't just stay silent. And if you are an adult and you have some things in your history and you need help, go get it. Go to a counselor, go to a doctor, whoever. Go get the help you need. Don't stay stuck in what used to be.
We definitely thank you. So if you have closing remarks, acknowledgments, people you want to shout out, tell people one more time about your event and also where they can go to find these amazing books that you have, the plethora of books that you have, and whatever your social media that you want to share.
Well, you broke up for me there, so I don't know. I didn't hear the what you said.
I was saying, if you have any closing remarks, anything that you want to plug, anyone you want to shout out, or let people know where to get your books from, and also your social media.
Hold on one moment. Okay. Okay, that is the Amazon page for me, yes.
So, how can people reach you on social media?
On social media, it is facebook.com/author Genisha Morton. I can put that in the chat if you want. Okay, put that in the Okay, I put that in the chat. And I'm also on Instagram at Mysterious Blue 2. And I'm on Twitter. I believe it's Cam Kalisa, Kam as in Mary, Kal as in Larry, Isa. And that's what I have so far for those.
Well, I definitely thank you for your time and coming through and sharing your story with us. And we look forward to getting your books and celebrating with you this weekend.
Okay, I will also put that registration link in the chat too, I think, for the, because you can register on Eventbrite. Okay. Can't do it. Are you frozen or
No, I'm here.
no? You're not frozen. I see you moving.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. And we're going to wrap it up.
Uh, Thank you for inviting me, and I am so sorry we had the sound issues or whatever, but I did have a good time.
And you enjoy the rest of your day.
And baby boy, I hope he has a wonderful day.
All right.
Oh, you coming in good right there.
So I'll definitely be at that celebration this weekend, shouting you out.
Cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I look forward to it. I am totally excited and hoping for a great outcome with like just a bunch of fun and friends and stuff. It was supposed to be food too, but Corona and I'm cutting up, so.
All right, my sister, enjoy your day.
I'm sorry, say what now?
1 second. Have a good day.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that. No more. This man mind is open. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a. Let's get
And
back
that
to the
motive
gritty
is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.